While Guam continues to monitor its tourism industry, a panel of well-known economists believe the island is doing rather well. At the Regional Economic Development and Cooperation Seminar hosted by the Guam Chamber of Commerce, experts such as Department of Labor Chief Economist Gary Hiles discussed the impact of international economic issues like Japan, as well as military construction money and quantitative issues in how the economy can grow in this next year.
The bottom line summary is that despite the problems that we're having, we're expecting increased expenditure in Japan for reconstruction and a rebound in tourism, and added to that with the increased defense contracts that Guam's economy will probably expand in 2012.
However, he does warn there are some risks Guam could be facing from the situation in the Middle East.
There's risk of a fuel price shock that could adversely impact our tourism, but absent that, the increased construction that's expected should increase the overall amount of money in circulation in Guam.
University of Guam economics professor Dr. Roseanne Jones says she talked about the differences in economic status in Guam and other areas in this region. She wants to look at what people are trading back and forth in the islands.
One of the things that came out of today was, yes, they're losing population, and yes, population is going where the money is, which seems to be Guam. But they send money back, and that's a bit of economic stimulus. And my point here is it sustainable?
Jones also wants to zero in on what Guam consumers are spending, and notes consumer demand has already changed.
I mean, the profile of what you can buy here on Guam looks very different today than it did 10 years ago. And we have the restaurants that we have now that we didn't have then, and a lot of it is following where the demand is, and the demand is a new demand markets.
Even before the earthquake in Japan happened, Bank of Guam Market Statistics Officer Joseph Bradley says the Japanese visitor market has been declining for several months now.
In the first 12 days after the quake, Japanese arrivals fell off by 16.3%, but visitor arrivals didn't fall off by that much. Visitor arrivals only fell by, I believe, about 10%, because we were seeing a larger and larger proportion of our visitor arrivals coming from other sources other than Japan. And in fact, Japanese visitor arrivals have been falling for the last several months.
He also tells PNC despite the infusion of dollars from the military buildup in other visitor markets, it's time Guam look at other options.
I will sing the same song that I've been singing for the last quarter century, and that is we need to diversify our economy. Tourism is a luxury good. As the economy improves globally, our tourism rises even more rapidly. But as the global economy recedes, tourism recedes even more rapidly as well.
Bradley adds tourism is an unstable industry, and while Guam's economic prospects are good, he also points out a concern with military funding.
Military isn't even a market good at all. It's subject to the whims of the Pentagon and Congress as to how much military activity contributes to our economy. I think that we need to have at least a third industry here, and I would say transportation and telecommunications would be a very good combination, in that I think that we can pre-position goods destined for Asia here and then telemarket to Asia from here.